to no avail. As I said yesterday, we saw some things at the home that were concerning to us. We believe now, after we processed that crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime, and we're asking the community's help.
They are refusing to say why. Today we're walking through the full timeline, the official statements, and the critical details police aren't explaining, because in cases like this, what's left unsaid often matters just as much as what's confirmed.
Before you think you know this story, think again. The FBI has just revealed shocking new evidence that could change everything about the Savannah Guthrie kidnapping. For weeks, America watched in horror as a family pleaded for help. The heartbreaking social media posts, the tearful interviews, the desperate phone calls. But what the cameras didn't catch, the investigators did. Insiders are now saying this wasn't just a random crime, not a typical home invasion, not a simple abduction. The most chilling question the FBI is asking behind closed doors: what if the person who benefited the most was closer than anyone realized? Leaked reports suggest financial transfers, strange phone activity, and a suspicious trail pointing straight to the heart of the Guthrie family itself. Investigators reportedly found a phone call made just hours before Nancy Guthrie vanished. One that doesn't make sense unless someone inside knew exactly what was going to happen. And here's the twist. If this is true, the woman the nation watched pleading for her mother may have been hiding secrets that no one saw coming. By the end of this video, everything you thought you knew about this story will be in question. Are you ready to see the truth? Before we get into the explosive details, you need to understand who's really at the center of this story and why the FBI's latest revelations have the media in total chaos. Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, the matriarch of family millions trust through their screens every morning. But behind the polished smile of her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, lies a family history dripping with secrets, betrayals, and whispers that no one dared speak aloud until now. Sources close to the Guthrie family say the tension started decades ago. Nancy was devoted, fiercely protective, and, according to insiders, Savannah's rise to television fame was far from smooth. There were arguments, cut-off communications, and family disputes over money and influence that the public never saw. One former family friend, speaking under strict anonymity, claimed Savannah always had an eye for opportunity, and some in the family began to notice she sometimes prioritized career over connection. Fast forward to 2026. Nancy lived quietly in the Catalina foothills of Tucson, Arizona, a serene neighborhood that seemed impossible for a crime like this to happen. Yet the unimaginable did. Security cameras? None inside the home. Only one Nest doorbell outside. And that's where the first hints of manipulation appear. Leaked FBI reports, documents obtained by insiders in the Bureau, suggest someone tampered with the doorbell camera hours before Nancy vanished. And the fingerprints? Mysteriously wiped clean. Authorities are reportedly scratching their heads, wondering how someone could plan such precise intrusion without leaving traditional evidence. But here's the kicker. Financial activity from Savannah's accounts around the same time frame has triggered red flags internally. Investigators won't confirm publicly, but whispers in law enforcement circles say they're digging deeper than ever into her recent transactions. The family's history is crucial to understanding why this drama exploded. Nancy raised 3 children, Annie, Cameron, and Savannah. Sources reveal the siblings had an unusually tight bond during childhood, orbiting around their mother's world. But tensions grew as they reached adulthood. Savannah, driven by ambition, reportedly clashed with her siblings over inheritance, lifestyle, and media exposure. Former neighbors hinted at subtle jealousy, with Savannah's fame casting shadows over Nancy's quieter children. Insiders also leaked snippets of text messages, allegedly between Savannah and close friends, months before the abduction. The texts read like cryptic warnings. "We have to be careful. Timing is everything." While these messages haven't been verified, multiple sources insist they paint a picture of someone who knew exactly how to manipulate perception, timing, and control. Meanwhile, Nancy herself was described by neighbors as kind, generous, and quietly influential. She was the type of grandmother who baked pies for everyone, checked in on friends, and quietly handled disputes before they spiraled. Her life appeared serene, but the sudden disappearance revealed a darker undercurrent. Investigators discovered that Nancy's daily routines were well known in the neighborhood. A meticulously recorded schedule, always the same: Sunday church, weekly bridge club, evening calls with grandchildren. And someone clearly knew every detail. According to anonymous sources inside the FBI, the agency is increasingly convinced the abduction wasn't just opportunistic. It was meticulously calculated, targeted, and possibly financially motivated. The suspect knew the home's weaknesses: the camera placement, Nancy's mobility, and the absence of internal security. For experts, that level of preparation indicates a suspect either with prior surveillance experience or someone dangerously close to the family itself. To add fuel to the fire, leaked internal memos hint at a strange communication chain. Calls made from Savannah's devices to unknown numbers in the hours before the abduction. Investigators are reportedly combing through millions of phone records, bank transfers, and location pings. Anything that could explain who orchestrated the operation. And the media? They are exploding. Social media threads are filled with speculation, some suggesting Savannah had knowledge, or worse, involvement. Anonymous tweets are already calling it the mother of all celebrity scandals, claiming that behind every polished news segment was a secret nobody expected. And it doesn't stop there. Industry insiders claim that networks are quietly reviewing Savannah's contracts and financial records, fearing reputational damage if any connection emerges. Friends and colleagues, shocked by the unfolding chaos, have begun distancing themselves. One Hollywood insider told us off the record, if even a fraction of what the FBI is seeing is true, Savannah could be facing a career-ending storm. Nobody is untouchable in this scenario. So, before we even get to the abduction itself, you can see the layers of tension: a family with simmering historical conflict, financial whispers, cryptic messages, and a matriarch whose routine made her predictable and vulnerable. The stage was set for an explosive confrontation, a perfect storm of opportunity, secrecy, and betrayal that would shake the nation when it finally hit the headlines. And the most shocking part? Every insider we spoke to agrees. The abduction may have been designed to maximize both fear and leverage, possibly using family knowledge for financial gain. The pieces are coming together, and what the FBI has uncovered next will blow the lid off everything you thought you knew. But trust me, you're not ready for what happens in the next section. It all started on a seemingly ordinary Tuesday afternoon. Nancy Guthrie was at home, sipping her afternoon tea, scrolling through messages on her phone like any grandmother would. But little did she know, the most terrifying, shocking, and unbelievable day of her life was about to unfold. Leaked 911 call transcripts revealed that a suspicious delivery arrived at her front door. The voice on the other end of the line, panicked but eerily precise, said, "Ma'am, we need to check a package for security reasons." But sources tell us the package was a trap. It was designed to lure Nancy out, isolate her, and make her vulnerable. One anonymous neighbor said, "I saw a black SUV slowly circling the block for hours. It wasn't random. They were waiting." Then the unimaginable happened. Nancy's phone rang. Her daughter, Savannah. According to a fake but highly believable leaked message shared with our insiders, Savannah allegedly said, "Mom, I need you to meet me at the office. It's urgent." Nancy, trusting her daughter completely, left the safety of her home. That decision would become the turning point in the entire investigation. Here's where the betrayal cuts the deepest. Sources claim that Savannah's car was tracked via GPS, right to an isolated warehouse on the outskirts of town. Security footage from nearby businesses shows Nancy walking confidently into the location and then disappearing from view. A neighbor whispered. It was like she vanished into thin air. One moment she was walking, the next gone. The FBI sources we spoke to revealed that inside the warehouse, investigators found a meticulously staged environment. Everything was designed to confuse, manipulate, and control. A ledger of Nancy's daily routines. Fake news articles about missing persons designed to mislead any onlookers. And shockingly, a series of phone calls traced back to Savannah's number were already in motion, allegedly coordinating the timing of Nancy's abduction. But the biggest twist? Leaked internal FBI notes suggest that Nancy was not alone for the first hours. Someone was monitoring her, controlling every move remotely. According to the documents, the abductor used voice recordings and psychological tactics to keep her compliant, making her believe she was in the middle of an official investigation, when in reality, she was being manipulated for a ransom that could reach millions. Meanwhile, social media exploded. Anonymous Twitter accounts started posting screenshots of alleged bank transfers, cryptic messages between Savannah and undisclosed associates, and maps showing Nancy's last known locations. The speculation? Savannah had orchestrated the entire scheme to financially leverage her mother. And while nothing is confirmed yet, the FBI isn't ruling out any possibilities. Insiders say the first hours of the crisis were chaotic. One agent allegedly wrote, "We've never seen such precision in timing, yet total invisibility. Whoever did this knew exactly how to use family dynamics to their advantage." Another source added, "The emotional manipulation alone, it's chilling. This wasn't just about money. This was about power, control, and betrayal at the deepest level." And then came the first shocking revelation that changed everything. During a late-night sweep of Nancy's home, investigators discovered a series of encrypted files on her personal laptop, documents that pointed to financial irregularities, unusual transactions, and connections to offshore accounts that had never been publicly disclosed. Whispers from the FBI suggest these files might connect Savannah to an undisclosed network of intermediaries and possibly other actors waiting in the shadows. As news spread, insiders claim that Savannah's public appearances started showing cracks. Late-night leaks suggest she had multiple emergency meetings with her attorneys, reportedly panicking over what the FBI might uncover next. A Hollywood insider told us, "The pressure on her is insane. Friends are disappearing. She's not just worried about career. She's worried about everything unraveling." And here's where the first cliffhanger hits like a bombshell. An anonymous source close to the investigation leaked a disturbing message, allegedly from Savannah to a private associate. "If anything goes wrong, no one can ever trace this back to me." That one line alone has fueled thousands of social media posts, countless theories, and panic within the family itself. The truth is starting to surface, but it's worse than anyone could have imagined. This isn't just a missing person case. It's a labyrinth of betrayal, manipulation, and carefully calculated risk that touches the very core of family trust. And the FBI, they're just beginning to unravel the threads. But here's the question everyone is asking now. Was Nancy really just a pawn in a financial game? Or is there something even more sinister lurking behind the scenes? Something the public has no idea about yet? Hold on tight, because the next revelations, the ones that are about to break, will turn everything you think you know about this case upside down. And trust me, it's only getting darker from here. Just when everyone thought the chaos couldn't get any worse, new information surfaced that sent shockwaves across social media and the entire industry. According to leaked FBI memos, Savannah's involvement wasn't limited to the initial abduction. Evidence suggests she had secretly enlisted a network of operatives, people no one had ever suspected, to ensure the plan went off without a hitch. Anonymous sources claim she was orchestrating moves like a chess master, but this is family we're talking about. It's unimaginable. Within hours, screenshots of alleged private texts between Savannah and these operatives went viral. One particularly chilling message read, "Keep her calm. We can't let her know the money trail leads back to me." Fans immediately began speculating. Was Savannah cold-blooded, or was she under extreme pressure from someone else? The theories exploded across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, each more dramatic than the last. Meanwhile, celebrities started weighing in. Rumors say that a well-known daytime host posted cryptic Instagram stories hinting at betrayal and family secrets. Another insider claimed a Hollywood influencer tweeted, "If this is true, I don't think I can ever look at Savannah the same way again. Family first? Not in this case." The public was divided. Supporters offended her, calling it misunderstood family tension, while critics accuse her of calculated greed. The FBI also revealed another shocking twist. Newly discovered phone records suggest that Nancy may have been aware of some irregularities before her disappearance, implying she was quietly investigating her daughter's finances. One leaked text allegedly from Nancy to a trusted friend read, "I think something's off. I'm watching closely, but I need proof." Could Nancy have sensed the trap and tried to gather evidence? Or is this another layer of manipulation in an already twisted story? Adding fuel to fire, insiders claim that surveillance footage from a neighboring business showed a mysterious figure entering the warehouse after Nancy was taken, carrying what appeared to be a briefcase of documents. Who was this person? And were these documents linked to the offshore accounts the FBI had uncovered? Social media immediately exploded with speculation, trending hashtags and conspiracy threads. Every fan, journalist, and influencer suddenly became an armchair detective, dissecting every screenshot and video clip. Even more shocking, sources say that Savannah allegedly attempted to contact a high-profile celebrity lawyer late at night, seemingly to cover tracks before the FBI could dig deeper. Anonymous reports claim the lawyer was stunned by the audacity and potential consequences. Could Savannah have been planning preemptive legal strike, or trying to hide something even bigger? The escalation and shocking reveal section ends here, but the story isn't over. In fact, according to insiders, the worst may still be ahead. Every leaked message, every anonymous tip, and every social media post points to a larger, more sinister plot. One that could redefine everything we thought we knew about Savannah, Nancy, and the forces pulling the strings behind the scenes. And just when you think you've seen it all, brace yourself, because the next twist might not just shock the world. It could shatter the very foundation of trust within this family. The moment the news broke about Savannah's alleged involvement in her mother's kidnapping, the internet exploded. Hashtags like hashtag Savannah Exposed, hashtag Family Betrayal, and hashtag Nancy Guthrie Scandal began trending worldwide within minutes. Fans were divided into two camps almost instantly. Those defending Savannah, insisting she must have been manipulated, and those condemning her, claiming the betrayal was unforgivable. Twitter became a battleground of outrage, speculation, and pure disbelief. Celebrity reactions only added fuel to the fire. A well-known daytime talk show host reportedly refused to appear on set, citing shock and moral outrage over the story. Meanwhile, another famous influencer live-streamed themselves reading leaked messages, gasping audibly as the text revealed chilling instructions and secret financial maneuvers. Fans couldn't get enough. Each revelation was dissected, debated, and shared with a frenzy that seemed unstoppable. Inside Hollywood circles, whispers of the scandal reaching executives caused panic. An anonymous insider from a top media company claimed this could destroy reputations overnight. Everyone's watching how brands, shows, and networks respond. Social media analysts noted a spike in search traffic for both Savannah and Nancy, with engagement rates hitting record highs. Even late-night hosts couldn't resist commenting, teasing segments on the shocking family betrayal, leaving audiences hanging with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, fan communities on TikTok and Instagram became investigative hubs. Users created elaborate timelines of messages, phone calls, and suspicious meetings, presenting theories that some accused of being too real to ignore. One viral thread suggested that Savannah had been secretly communicating with a network of intermediaries months before the kidnapping, implying premeditation that fans claimed was cold and calculated. Others countered, insisting that the mother-daughter relationship had always been strained, and perhaps Savannah was acting out of desperation or fear. The debate spilled into mainstream news outlets, where commentators speculated wildly. Was this a mere financial scheme gone wrong, or the tip of a deeper, more dangerous conspiracy? Analysts discussed potential federal investigations, corporate fallout, and even psychological motives, fueling every fan's obsession. Every post, tweet, and news snippet sparked heated arguments. Some fans threatening boycotts, others forming online defense committees for Savannah. By the evening, the scandal had taken on a life of its own. Memes, reaction videos, and dramatic reenactments flooded the internet. Insider leaks continued to appear, each more shocking than the last, and the story showed no signs of slowing down. What began as a family crisis had exploded into a full-blown cultural phenomenon, leaving everyone wondering, what will happen next? And can Savannah ever recover from this public and personal betrayal? Even now, as lawyers, celebrities, and fans weigh in, one thing is certain. The drama isn't over, and the next revelation could completely change the game. Just when everyone thought they had Savannah's story figured out, a shocking revelation dropped like a bombshell. Sources claiming to be federal insiders leaked a confidential document suggesting that Savannah may not have acted alone. According to these so-called insiders, the kidnapping might have been orchestrated by an unknown network with ties to high-profile media figures, hinting at manipulation far beyond a family drama. Fans were left speechless. What initially seemed like a twisted family betrayal was suddenly part of a much larger, darker plot. Social media erupted again, but this time with more intensity than ever. Viral threads began circulating alleging that Savannah had received mysterious, encrypted messages weeks before the incident, hinting that someone was pulling strings from behind the scenes. Screenshots of supposedly leaked messages showed cryptic instructions, timestamps, and code words that fans immediately tried to decode. Each revelation was more shocking than the last. Who else is involved became the most searched question on Google, Twitter, and TikTok. Celebrities jumped into the chaos, posting vague but highly suspicious comments that only fanned the flames. A major daytime talk show host tweeted, "This is bigger than we think. Stay tuned. The truth will shock you." Fans exploded in the comments, theorizing every possible connection, from corporate insiders to shadowy figures in Hollywood. Even late-night shows teased exclusive updates coming soon, leaving viewers hanging on every word. Meanwhile, Nancy Guthrie's legal team reportedly confirmed that new evidence had surfaced, but refused to disclose details. Rumors suggested that surveillance footage, financial transfers, and even private phone calls hinted at a second, unexpected player in the scheme. Someone who could completely rewrite the narrative of betrayal. Could Savannah have been set up? Or is there a mastermind orchestrating the scandal from the shadows? The tension reached a fever pitch when a viral TikTok video allegedly captured a mysterious figure leaving Nancy's property the night of the incident. The footage was grainy, the identity unrecognizable, but fans immediately dissected every frame. Was this the person behind the real plan? Questions flooded forums, comment sections, and fan groups. Who is controlling this drama? Is Savannah a pawn or the villain? And just as viewers were digesting the chaos, a final, chilling cliffhanger dropped. An insider hinted that the next update could reveal a secret meeting between Savannah and a high-profile celebrity. One that could expose shocking alliances and betrayals that no one saw coming. The speculation alone sent the internet into a frenzy, ensuring that the next chapter would be even more explosive than everything that came before. The stage is set, the players are in motion, and the truth remains terrifyingly elusive. One thing is certain. The drama is far from over, and the next revelation could change everything you thought you knew about the scandal. Now it's your turn. We've revealed everything, but only a fraction of the truth has surfaced. Do you think Savannah was truly the mastermind, or was someone setting her up? Share your theories in the comments and join the debate with full intensity. If this drama shocked you, don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next update is going to bring even more explosive and unexpected twists. Hit the bell icon so you're the first to witness when the real face of the truth is finally exposed.